Well, essentially what will happen is that these three accused will appear, there will be conditions around bail, etc., and they will then leave the court. We understand they might make some public statements about the nature of the case following their return, following the establishment of a return date. Of course, this is a completely bizarre sort of circumstances in which we find ourselves, because just in a few days, Dan, Anwar Dramat will probably be in this very same court appearing on charges related to that so-called illegal rendition of those Zimbabweans. And so essentially we're seeing the two former or suspended heads of the Hawks and the Ipid, very, very central policing bodies, now facing criminal charges. Of course, Anwar Dramat remaining really quite silent about the situation in which he finds himself. But Robert McBride adamant that this is not about a genuinely bona fide case, but rather about targeting all of the individuals who were involved in the prosecution or corruption investigation against KwaZulu-Natal businessman Thoshan Pandey, who we all know is very connected to President Jacob Zuma's family.
But then who would, according to them, be behind this? Who would be wanting them to be found guilty?
Well, I mean, it's quite a strange set of circumstances because, having looked at the nature of the cases, not just against these two, but also against Glynis Breitenbach, you have a situation in which the NPA, for instance, in the Breitenbach matter, is pursuing her for deleting items off her laptop and saying that she faces a 25-year prison sentence in that, in circumstances where she says, but everything was backed up on your server, I didn't delete anything central, and to say that I had a criminal intent to do so is really quite strange. Similar rhetoric coming out from Robert McBride saying, look, what you're doing is akin to prosecuting the public protector, who we all know releases draft reports, but then amends her reports as new evidence comes into light. And that's exactly what happened in this case. It was not a criminal act. You can't even say it's a misdemeanor. So one would really, really, really hope, Dan, that if there is indeed like an evidential basis for these cases, that they come out very strongly. But at this point, knowing what we do know about the nature of these cases, there are real concerns that the National Prosecuting Authority is being used as a political tool to further the ends of particular individuals. And knowing what we know about the nature of these cases, there are grave concerns that there actually isn't the evidence to back them up.
Thank you very much. Our reporter Karyn Maughan live to us from the Pretoria Magistrate Court.